What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, back for another video. Now, I know I disappeared for a little while, but I was actually investigating something. And again, I said it over a week ago, and I'm going to say it again. Walmart is back. So I'm here to provide you with some additional details on what's going on with Walmart and how people are getting around the typical suspensions that people got on Walmart. So this is going to be short. This is going to be sweet. I'm fired up. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. Right, as I said, it's going to be short and sweet. Walmart is obviously back. I reported this about a week ago, and I am jumping back in and trying it out. Now, I have found a pretty darn good service provider, and I'm going to talk more about what he's doing. But just a brief update to people as to what happened last year. People that were purchasing Walmart stores or jumping into the Walmart niche in general just absolutely got slaughtered last year. There was an onslaught of suspensions and terminations that really kind of got everybody with a sour taste in their mouth, and that includes me. I got a lot of stores that were suspended, as did a lot of people that I know. And I also said that this could potentially change in the future. It took a little longer than what I thought, but now Walmart is once again accepting new sellers. There are a few tricks, and I did talk about those tricks in the last video, but in general, brand new people are allowed to come onto Walmart. So what exactly does that mean? Well, it means that competition right now is very easy because there are a very limited amount of sellers. So whoever is on the platform is absolutely crushing it, and they are also scaling fairly quickly. So earlier today, I did stop into my friend's warehouse, and I will be showing footage on that and how he does Walmart. And he has a very unique tactic that he uses. That way you cannot get caught drop shipping. While it is technically drop shipping, it's really not, because what he implements is something called two-step drop shipping. So pay close attention. I'm going to kind of rush through this and kind of generally explain to you how the process works. And I have in another video, but I just want to make sure we're all clear on this particular topic. The way it works is, just as usual, you still place listings on your Walmart store that you can find for a cheaper price on Amazon. Once they sell in your Walmart store, he now goes and purchases them on Amazon, sends them to his warehouse, repackages them, and then ships them to the Walmart client. So all in all, the client still gets the product. It's from Amazon, but it no longer is in the Amazon box. So the client can't tell, Walmart can't tell, because there's legit tracking numbers, not like in the past where tracking numbers were purchased on third-party sites and therefore often detected, and you would typically get flagged with what was called a valid tracking rate. Now, what this meant is that your tracking was total BS. And so it was easy at some point for Walmart to catch on to this and then begin to suspend automation clients by the boatload. Now, the way that my good friend Steven figured out how to go around this is by committing a lot of his own capital to testing this. And then he himself was the guy that was double and repackaging and shipping out things to the client. He figured it out on one store, and then he slowly started to scale up. The good news is that he has not seen any suspensions on this particular business model in over 10 months. So I really want you to pay close attention that it's been 10 months since he's seen a single suspension. So what does that mean? Well, that means that the likelihood of a suspension happening because of the typical valid tracking rate is slim to none. In fact, the only thing that he fears in having a suspension with is just not being able to uphold the metrics, which again is not very likely if he does keep up with the store, which he has been thus far. 10 months of no suspensions whatsoever, which is huge. And so if you want to find out more about how to get in contact with Steven, my email is below. I can definitely put you in touch with him, and you can have a discussion with him and his team on how he goes about and does this. Now, I know you might have questions as to what are the margins and how can you actually pull a margin that good when you're having to repackage the products themselves and then ship them out and pay for the shipping. Well, the way that that is done is by looking for higher than usual profit margins on products that do exist. So he looks for a profit margin of a certain percent. Once he can find that product that is that high of a margin, he then places that item, puts it in his Walmart store, and it's fine to be able to have to pay 5 to 7% for shipping. You still get pretty darn good margins. And we'll talk about the numbers here right now. So in the first month, it's not unusual to have about a $2,000 to $3,000 profit month. Month 2 through 4, you're looking at about a $3,000 to $4,000 profit month. And beyond that, it starts to scale all the way on up to about $10,000. Now, that only grows more and more as time goes on and as the store ages. And again, because he's doing that two-step drop shipping, it works out really well. The other thing that works out really well is that now all of his employees are in the US and he rarely uses overseas employees. I always said that this was one of the biggest red flags, but as a result of being able to have higher profit margins and the competition being far than what it usually was in the past, this allows him to be able to offer this service and have it all in-house. And most of it is automated through the use of a software that he created. So based off of my previous recommendation, which was stay out of Walmart, I now am changing it just because I've been able to see not only the software, but the process and how it's done, and the simple fact that you can protect your account by no longer using fake tracking numbers. This has changed the entire game. On top of that, him and his team are fairly savvy at getting a brand new seller approved with the store. They've got a lot of techniques that they use in order to assure and guarantee an approval on that particular store. And then, like I said, it's fairly easy to jump on into the model and slowly begin to scale up. And again, it looks like somebody has creatively gone around what Walmart threw at dropshippers, and now it's all legitimate. It's all going extremely well, and as I already said and repeated and sounded like a broken record, they've not seen any suspensions in over 10 months, which is huge, coming from a guy that was at one point stressed out of his mind because of the record number of suspensions that Walmart was issuing. So this is very exciting news. And it's very exciting for the future in terms of Walmart. So again, the last thing I wanted to mention is I will be sharing in the coming weeks. I will be going to the warehouse again. I'll be sharing a footage of not only the warehouse, but some of these stores that have started from brand new to older. And then I'll also be doing a case study on a brand new store that just started fresh. So this is exciting news. I'm super fired up about this. I hope you are. Again, my email is below if you want to get in contact with Steven and his team. I'd be more than happy to do an introduction. But other than that, let me know what your questions and or comments are below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.